Click subscribe to get daily Manchester United content from passionate Reds, only on All for United.
Another player that fits that exact description, a player that I absolutely adore, and I get fucking made fun of by Ben for this. Not this Ben Pearce. Axel Tuanzebe, and again, it's one of those where I think I absolutely love the guy, but I think we've missed the window on him as well.
Yeah, it could be another one where it's just a case of it's injuries that I think the talent's there. I think the season that he managed to stay fit at Villa, there's a reason why the fans absolutely adored him. Do you know what I mean? Like, he was so crucial to them, and he was such a good centre half. He was everything that we knew he was going to be, and he also came with a very catchy chant, which we know is the hallmark of every great player. You've got to have a banging chant to go along with you. Again, I'm with you on this one, Carfit. Like, I absolutely adore him. Like, I think he's a Rolls Royce of a defender in there somewhere. But Phil Jones was the same. Phil Jones was a Rolls Royce of a defender, and we spent 10 years. Like, the man qualifies for a testimonial, and he's played less games for United than I have. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, so well, he's probably played a couple more. But so same with Tuanzebe. Like, as much as if he can come back, I think this might be last chance saloon. Like, I don't know what the crack is, but this season could be absolutely last chance saloon. If he can somehow keep himself fit, then perfect. But the last thing we need is Eric Bailly's injury prone. Like, obviously Tuanzebe's injury prone. Phil Jones is injury prone. If we do bring in Varane, and we obviously end up with a starting back four of Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, and Varane, and we're looking for rotation players, then I wouldn't mind it being Tuanzebe and Bailly, or Tuanzebe and Lindelof or whatever. But he really does need to hopefully find some fitness, find some form, and like that game against PSG when the guy just had Mbappe on strings. Like, that was the defender that we all know he is. So fingers crossed, because I would love nothing more than to see him smash it.
Stu, if he doesn't find that form and he doesn't bring out that player that we know he has within him, was he playing alongside the player that takes his squad place?
Do you know something? I'm with you guys. I love Tuanzebe. I think he's great. And if I was him, and this is purely personally, I would reinvent myself as a right back.
We had that discussion, didn't we, earlier in the season?
Yeah. Sometimes a footballer, you've got to assess everything around you. And this is where good management, I'm not talking about Ollie, but good player management, i.e. his own brain and his agent, comes into play. Because if I was him, I'd be looking at him. He's played right back a couple of times already. And if I was him, I'd be looking around and assessing, where are my strengths? Am I better at centre-half, or am I better at a right back? And I think he's a better right back, or could be a better right back than he is a centre-half, because he appears to be made of glass. And you don't need to be particularly strong to be a right back. You've got to be quick. You've got to understand the game, and you've got to be knowledgeable about the game. And all you've got to do basically is show your winger down the fucking line. Very rarely will you get caught by a cross ball. Very rarely do right backs go up for one-on-one headers, because goalkeepers they tend to go down the middle. Very rarely do you get a left back chip out, trying to chip the right back, or vice versa in football these days. So he's really got to do his positional sense. And Tuanzebe is a master at his positional sense. He's brilliant, absolutely brilliant for positioning. And if I was him, that's what I would be doing. If I was on coaching staff, I'd be looking at it and say, how can we utilise Axel better than what we're doing? Because they're not utilising him right at the moment. And Jamie's right. If we bring in Varane, then there is going to be an overload at centre-half, which we need, don't get me wrong, because we've been pretty poor there at recent years. But Tuanzebe is going to be the one that's going to miss out. So coming back to your question, has he missed a window? Yes. Unless
to my other one, was he playing alongside the guy that's going to take his spot?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Are we all of that opinion? Mengi takes Axel's spot if he doesn't bring it up.
Potentially, yeah. Like, I do rate Mengi, but again, it's one of those things that was he that impressive last season? I still think that Tuanzebe's probably got the edge on him. I know he's obviously older, but he's got the edge on him.
What's the age difference?
It's 4 years, isn't it? Mengi's 19.
4 years, yeah.
Yeah, Tuanzebe's 23.
To be fair, Axel at the age Mengi's at now wasn't as good.
No.
I
agree with that.
But I haven't seen enough of Mengi, if I'm being honest. I don't think any of us have really, have we? Seen enough of him?
I've just seen him for the 23s mostly. I mean, I didn't really get to see him at Derby, unfortunately, because I couldn't really follow Derby, obviously, But the thing with Tuanzebe, you said about right backs, a shout though, Stu, but think of Wes Brown. That's what immediately popped into my head. Wes Brown was a centre half, went to right back. Do you remember in the double winning season?
Yeah,
he was fantastic at right back. So it's a bit of a shout there for Tuanzebe. I love Axel. He's everything that you want in a defender. For me, he's big, he's strong, he's got the legs, he's got pace. He reads the game so well. It's just his fitness. We can just keep fit again. I don't know what it is with United and players that at the back that seem to always pick up these niggly injuries throughout the season that keeps them out for a good length of time. Having said that, though, we always every game United side are always stacked in the centre, options at centre half. Phil Jones, unfortunately, I think he's a goner at some point. Whether we just terminate his contract or somebody.
Phil Jones in the 6.
Phil Jones in the 6. But
I will not rest until I see it again.
But I like Phil Jones, but unfortunately, it's just not happened for Glad, But
everyone, hashtag Phil Jones in the 6. Do it.
But I do think because Lindelof's one of them that he picks up injuries, and then at times he looks shaky. He doesn't look the most confident of centre halves at times. I think there's still a spot for him in there. Just. I think this is the last season now, but I think. I know that. Oh my God! I've just seen that.
Oh, no,
I know that people.
I'm trying to save us.
Maybe missed the window, but
I'm trying to save the club money.
Yeah,
we don't
Phil
need to
Jones
sign at number 6. We've got Phil Jones. Phil Jones in the 6. That's what you take away from this show today.